I have 3 ridiculously easy strategies for Spillway Chimps and Bloons TD6, and at the end, I want you to tell me which one is the perfect strategy. Now, the thing that all 3 of these strategies have in common is that they're very, very easy to pull off, and they're very powerful. And I originally wanted this video to be about the perfect strategy for Spillway Chimps, but then I had 3 of them. I was like, they're all pretty awesome. They're all pretty easy. Which one could it possibly be? So I want you guys to decide which one is the absolute best for this map. Now, this is an advanced map, and there's parts of it that make it very, very difficult. But then if you figure it out and you get the right tower combos going, it's really, really easy, as you're about to see here. Now, all 3 of them, we're going to start with the ninja in the middle just because it's the easiest and the cheapest in my opinion, because if not, you have to put a bunch of dart monkeys down. You got to put like a sniper down. I'm not about that life. I just want it to be simple and easy, and this is as easy as it's going to get, placing and popping. But before we get too far in, don't forget to use creator support code Bloons because it helps out the channel every time you purchase something from the Ninja Kiwi store at no extra cost to you. Now, if you notice the hero in the top left corner, it is Striker Jones. I only ever use this hero if I'm going for a very specific strategy, and that's what we're going to be doing here today. It's Spillway. You have to have at least one strategy with the mortars. That's just why I had trouble deciding which one is perfect. My favorite strategy we're going to do coming up here, but you can't do a Spillway strategy without a mortar strategy, right? Like, it's perfectly built for it. It is, I guess that settles it right there. The most perfect one is the one with the mortars because it's a circular track, but you'll see why I think there's other contenders for the perfect strategy on this map. Now, sometimes like I did there, I bought Striker a little bit too early. He's just not good. And so using him early on can make it kind of tough, but I did a little bit of strong and first there, and now I have Caltrops, and now it should be okay. So in a perfect world, I probably would have got Caltrops first and then grabbed Striker and then left him on strong like I have right there. And then next we're going to grab a mortar because it'll just be a nice little cleanup, and it'll make sure that we don't have any struggle problems, because you can either go with the top path ninja or the bottom path ninja, but in this case we're going to be going with the bottom path because sticky bomb is beautiful. It is a very beautiful thing on this map. It's just perfect. I'm going to say the word perfect a lot today because there's a lot of perfect things you could do on a map like this. Now, if this map was just a straight line, you can't call everything perfect because it's just strategy at that point. But there's some stuff when the map circles around 20 times, it's just perfect for it. You know what I mean? Now, this right here will cover everything for the most part up to around 40, but our problem is going to be camos. Now, if I go with double shot, he can carry all the way to 40, no problem, which would allow me to get enough money to buy the best we could get for round 40, which would be the big one. But unfortunately, this guy's not going to be able to do that. So I think what we should do, well, we should probably just get flash bomb. I bet you that's probably the easiest. Because in theory, this should cover all of the camos from here on out because it is pretty strong. But I just don't know. Actually, do I have enough time to get a sticky bomb for, dude, if I can get a sticky bomb, it's going to be super easy. That's crazy. I did not expect to get a sticky bomb that early. That's pretty cool. So I think what we'll do here, though, is grab another mortar because this one is a little slow. It's not the best for like cleanup and everything. And then eventually I feel like we're going to need some kind of camo. So maybe I should get that first, but I want to get this. Can we pop all these? We can. That was super easy, dude. Now, I'm not 100% sure this thing can pop all the camos on 42. So I feel like the best course of action here would be just to grab his little buddy that can also see camo. Oh, he's struggling a little bit. Can he do it? He did it. He did it all on his own. That's pretty good. But I think Signal Flare will help for those further ones that we're going to encounter. And then instead of going with the middle path to make it faster, I feel like we're going to go here. And we're also going to be trying to do the axis of mortars, meaning that we're going to get all 5th tier mortars. I think it's possible. It might be like the last round to get the final one. But I think if we have just these 2 alone, it'll be such a strong team. And now we don't even have to get a village and waste a bunch of money right now. We can just kind of rock it with what we have here. Now, I keep getting more and more nervous each round, but we're so close to getting the biggest one. And once you get that, you're safe till the end, or at least until you can upgrade to something else. So I don't want to get artillery battery just yet, but 2,000 bucks, that's kind of scary. Never mind, way too easy. There's the biggest one. Now we don't have to worry about any balloons getting through ever until like the 90s. And there we already have popping on 85, which is just awesome. I'm not sure if it is getting all the pops and ahs, so it's pretty good. And then 2, we can also use the pop and ah ability and then use Striker's ability and then use pop and ah again. Now the problem is I'm not sure how pop and ah works. Like, does it need to be gone first? Like, do you need to use it all up and then reuse it with the copy ability? I'm not sure, but I don't think we're really going to need it too much. I did do this run without the bottom path sticky bomb, and I had about like $10,000 left on round 100. And then I realized, well, I could have just gotten sticky bomb and it made it easier because I had to chase a lot of balloons on round 100 after we popped it. This makes it a lot easier because now you're going to get like a free 4,000 to 5,000 pops with just sticky. What I thought was kind of funny though is I didn't know that this guy could reveal DDTs. I thought that he couldn't, but apparently he can because we're not losing on 95. So that's pretty good. I kind of just went for it and was hoping for the best. I'm like, am I gonna have to get a village? And then I didn't. But I think it doesn't remove the fortified, right? It still can decamo, just doesn't defortify, which, I mean, that's fine. DDTs aren't the strongest thing in the world. And 98 was the round I was worried about the most, and it seems because we do have just shattering shells, like basically ability, like the basic shattering shells were okay, and then I should be able to grab this here. Yeah, it does. It's gonna be a lot of money. So now it's gonna be completely disintegrated. 99 is gonna be completely silly. And then I might as well grab a village here for 100. I'm wondering if this can take it on its own, or am I gonna have to use an ability? Like, I feel like we should at least just use Papanaw, just to at least, you have it, right? Why not? And then right here, once it stops, does that mean I need to use this again? And now we got 2 Papanaws. But clearly we are not going to beat this. I don't think. Yeah, see, that rainbow made it through. So on this one, I think the best course of action would just be to like keep everybody on top of it with the ability, which I thought the ability was only on Chimp. So it shows you what I know. And then we'll pop an odd as well. And then we'll copy that ability because why not? And then once it gets into the circle and it's used its little targeting abilities gone, we'll pop an odd again. And that should be more than enough to pop this thing open and take all of its insides out. Plus we do have Striker's first ability. Now that's a lot of abilities for me. I'm not a big fan of all that. That's too much. But I can use this one again. Oh, it's actually really good. I really like this ability. But imagine if you were doing this on mobile and you had to like control your finger around. I'm not a big fan of that either. But it worked and it was pretty perfect. It shot everything in the middle exactly like what we were expecting. But now we're on to number 2, and we are going to be saving the best for last. So just get ready for that. Let me know below what you think it's going to be. But I don't think you know what the third one's going to be. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. And I can't wait to show you guys how it goes. But this one, what's another thing that just seems perfect and satisfying for this? I know I use the tower a lot, but Spirit of the Forest just seems so beautiful. When it goes around the track a few times, like something on Balance or even on Resort in that middle part where it goes around a lot, it's so cool to see all the balloons just be destroyed. So I figured, why wouldn't it also be amazing for this? Now, I'd like to get all the way up to Druid of the Jungle because as you can see, he can't even attack any balloons right now. He's completely out of range. But I'm wondering if I should have at least gotten Sharp Shurikens because $1,100 is kind of a lot when you're early game like this, but open spins around a lot. So I guess I could use a Bramble, but I'm trying to get out of these things without abilities to make it even easier for anyone to follow. Or if it's called the perfect doesn't necessarily mean the best, right? Or I guess perfect would be the best, but I guess best doesn't necessarily mean no abilities, easiest thing in the world. It just means it's perfect for what it is, right? I think, I could be wrong. But for this one, we are good to go now. His range just increased, which I didn't even know that was a thing of getting that ability. So you learn something new every day. And then we're going to grab this one to make it stronger. Now, only thing we have to worry about is camo. I don't know if I would like to go for bottom path or top path. I think I'm just going to get this one. I'm just going to try to go for it. Maybe just double shot. I'm trying to think of like the easiest and cheapest way to get to Spirit immediately. Never mind. We need Flash Bomb. I just thought about it. We need to pop the Moab, but we have nothing to pop the Moab. So now this should be relatively easy. You should pop it down and then we clean it up with these two. Yes, these two together are really good because Flash Bombs does actually stall. I can't believe I'm actually saying Flash Bomb's decent, but Flash Bomb stalls the balloons long enough for this guy to start eating them up, which is nice. And once you get Jungle's Bounty, I don't think really anything can touch us. So we should technically, in theory, hopefully be able to get all the way to Spirit of the Forest without buying anything else. Before 63, no contest. This was super easy and there was not even like one scare there. How beautiful. And this is an advanced map and it's not the most advanced map, but my goodness, that's ridiculous. Now look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that clumble of mess that just has to be yeeted up every single time a balloon goes through it. That is so beautiful. 63 can't even make it down to the middle. That's how crazy this is. So then what's another satisfying tower that likes to put things on the track, especially when it goes around a bunch of times? It just is a beautiful thing to see. Well, then I thought Middle Path Spike Factory. And the funny thing is I put it here. I was like, oh, if it shoots into the middle, it'll be great. So this is how I test ran and it worked perfectly. It's not even going to see the track. That is the funniest thing. It doesn't even need to see the track. And with 0 pops, we saved up enough to get Carpeted Spikes, which is just ridiculous. So now I'm thinking, well, we wouldn't benefit from a village, right? I mean, I guess technically we could remove this and then he's still hitting into the track. How is that even a thing? Does that thing not care about range? I guess it doesn't, huh? It doesn't matter. That's really cool. I didn't know that either. I know nothing about this game. I'm that bad. So what I'm going to do here though is I'm going to grab a village and speed him up, because why not? They both want to be faster, they told me. And then we're going to alk buff this one, and I think that should be enough to get it through like the tough rounds on like 98, because 98 is what I'm like really worried about here. Now again, here's another big chunk of money, $35,000, and then I have him alk buffed. So I guess I'm going to judge it by looking at 97, because that one can be tough. How fast do we take out fortified ZOMGs? And I mean, what did I expect? I just don't want it to like completely yeet through all of the spikes, but even if it did, we still have this guy's brambles just doing some beautiful work here. I do think it's funny this one's pretty much caught up to it, and then we had it for a lot less time. So I'm just going to use the ability when I'm not using the ability. So like when it uses passive one, use it. It'll hopefully do enough tricks. And then we got this one here. No, we didn't make it. Okay. So I'm wondering why that is. Like we should have been fine technically, because there's a lot of spikes here. Do we need something like a shattering shells, or maybe I'll just buy a master bomber if we can afford it, because this thing should be going crazy. Okay, master bomber. Will that be enough or no? I think it also could just be luck too. I think, yeah, this is going to be one of those luck rounds, which is kind of a bummer, but I think master bomber just definitely seals in the deal. And then once, of course, on this one's going to be super simple. So I really like this one. It's just really easy to get to. It's very relaxed. You don't have to think about too much. It's just that one round we could probably do a little bit better on, but I think that makes it seal the deal, Ninja Monkey. So maybe what we could have done is not buy a village, and then we would have had him faster on 98, and then we would have been just fine. Well, for science, we have to try it. We got it right at the beginning of 98, and I have no village. I just have the alchemist. This should be completely fine. I'm not even going to use the spike ability. Dude, master bomber's that good? Okay, good. I didn't think so. Let's try that one more time, but with an ability. Yeah, right here, and that should be more than enough. So I just double spike factory thing, and that should be fine. Easily more than enough. But then funnily enough, without that village, we can't handle 99. It just walked through us when before it was so easy. So that's super funny. So I guess what we'll do here is put that tree, and then I'll put that tree and then put that village, and then that should be fine. Maybe. Let's see. No, of course it'll be fine. It'll suck up like 90% of the DTs on their own, and then we'll just have to fight the rest. Not a big deal. And then 100 should be like super easy. A couple abilities there, we'll be fine. Oh yeah, that was beautiful. Okay, so this one's a little bit more rough at the end. You just have to get your timing down. But I tried all of these once and it made them that easy. But the best is definitely for the last. And I don't know why this hero gets so much hate, because she's about to make the coolest strategy that I have seen on Spillway Chimps. And you're going to love it. Now, is it something new and groundbreaking? Probably not, because you've seen it on other maps destroy the entire game. But you don't really see it that often on harder maps. Some people do it because they like to cause themselves pain and work through these troubling times. But we're going to do it really, really easy on an advanced map, and I love it. Same 202 ninja start, and then we're going to grab a Rosalia and put her right here, and then just put her up at the front. This is the part I'm kind of having trouble with, is like what's good with her. And I think until she can actually get herself in the middle and float, she's kind of useless. So I'm just going to put her on regular lasers. And then since we won't have camo, I think I am going to go with double shot, because it's cheaper than going with the bottom path twice to go up to sticky bombs. And we need all the money we can get for what we're about to do. Now, a problem I'm having is that I have nothing to pop lead. So yeah, it probably would have been better to go with the bottom path and just have a lead popper, but then we'd be out of a chunk of money. But is it more than this? I don't actually know. So what I'm going to do is just grab like a regular old guy here to pop the camo, or not camo, pop the lead balloons for us while we wait for this one to get aircraft efficiency, or efficiency, something like that. Because we need our monkey aces to be cheap. We do not want to buy anything until they're cheap. But now that everything is cheap, we're going to put this, I think here, we'll put it down at the bottom, because I want to put an alchemist on it without it like hitting other things. So is that good? Yeah, that's good. And then we got never miss targeting, rapid fire, and lots more darts. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. You can see we don't have camo, but I really don't care. Our first rule of action is going to be to destroy the Moab. So I am just going to buy one of these, I guess. One of these. There we go. Now I'm trying to save all the money I can get, because we're going to have to spend a ton of it. So I'm going to see if we can get by with just this third tier without spinning the bottom. I'm not sure if that's like enough to make or break our day, but now I can put Rosalia in the middle, which is great. So I'm gonna put her on strong and then use her little bomb thing. And then that should cover us for just things that get out of our way. Because even our lead popping is pretty much a joke right now besides this guy. Now I didn't account for this one attacking things. That's a little, oh, do I have enough? I didn't even buy a village. I didn't even buy a village because I was sitting here yapping my trap. Okay, we had more than enough money. So I'm gonna buy a village and then buy one of these jungle drums too. Oh my goodness, what a goofball. So now back to what I was saying. The only thing for lead is this one that doesn't pop camo, and then this one if we get lucky. But now Rosalia can pop camo lead. Let's just see when it gets there. We just need $22,745 before 59. Can we do it? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. Very, very easily too. So I'm gonna put this Spectre over here, and I think this is the best spot because like if you put it in the corner, it's gonna shoot everything in a really good spot, but things come out of that corner. So I feel like here's a good area for it to just like constantly be attacking the middle and without missing a bunch of stuff because it's hitting mostly like this area. I like it, but now we have to shoot for $82,620 without buying anything else. Now, is that possible? That would be insane. Almost $80,000 with just a Spectre. And if you guys didn't know, the reason why Rosalia is so awesome is because she makes everybody cheaper. But by how much do you say? A lot. This is only $82,000, but it would normally be $91,000. So that's $9,000 saved right there. Plus it does to all the other tiers. So this one was 22 instead of 25. And this one was 2,200 again instead of 27. So we saved thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, which normally we would have not even shot for this as a viable strategy because it would have just cost too much. Now here, I don't think we can handle this. I think we're right on the cusp of making this work because that's how this game works. It always knows. Somehow the devs have made it to where if you're searching for a strategy, the round where you're gonna get it is gonna be the toughest because we can afford it this round if we can make this work. So I think what we're gonna have to do is just use abilities. Yeah, pop this one open. I don't actually know. Will this even work? So we took out the first one naturally, or not naturally, but it was easy. And then the second and third one, I guess we'll use Rosalia's ability and clean them up that way. Dude, her ability's not that good. It's not doing anything. What are we gonna do? Okay, we'll clean up this first one on our own. There we go. It's just gonna be the second one I'm scared about. Okay, I'm gonna use my first ability here. Oh, okay, clean them up. Okay, we're almost there. We're at 82,042 cents or whatever. I'm wondering if this middle path would make it easier or if we shouldn't have gone with the top path on the village, if that would have made things easier. But what if we use the ability now? Yes, that's probably a better idea. I like that a lot because now we're doing more damage up front and then it'll come back in time. So we'll have both ready. That's a lot of abilities for one round though. I'm not a fan, but it will work. So this one we could take out on our own, I think. Yes, easy. And then we'll use Rosalia. She'll help clean up, hopefully. There we go. We'll use our little bomby thing. Oh, we have it. Do we have it? Almost. Okay, we got it. We're done. That's it. That's it. I could just buy this because I'm cool like that. I'm a little worried about 99 because he's not the best at popping camo, but we have so much money. We have so much money. So we get an MIB. Should we upgrade this one or do we just get lucky? I don't like that that was all luck. So I would just have gotten a Monkey Intelligence Bureau, but we still have $43,000 with just this tower. We could have upgraded this. We probably could have gotten it to a permanent brew, right? I think. Yes, I think we could have done that too. But then I was thinking about it. I think we could have made that a little bit easier because we were like struggling on 84, was it, to like fight those ZOMGs? We don't need to do that. It was 87 that we struggled with. Now, I'm pretty lazy and I don't like the fact of having to use all those abilities and it's kind of luck at some point. So what if we do this or put him like here instead into the track? There we go. That's beautiful. And then it should be able to hit everybody. Just a simple Moab glue because we really, the rest of it is really easy with even just a Spectre. So I'm thinking no abilities will make this work. Because he can. Okay, there we go. I was just hoping he can glue everybody, which he can. There we go. No abilities. Okay. Now the thing is, can we get to 82,000 without abilities with just what we have here? Or is it going to be a constant battle? And then we should just bite the bullet and fight it on 87 like we already did. Because this so far, really easy. Oh yeah, this might be it. Yeah, that's for sure the answer. For sure. Because all I have to do is wait and hope that we don't lose. And then there we go. Okay, way easier. And he's in range of camo, so he'll help on 99. I might not even have to buy anything else. I could probably just buy Relentless Glue. Here it is. Can we do it? Look at him just not popping those things. That's super sketch, but it's working. Yeah, okay, easy. I recommend putting this guy here instead. That was so much easier, my goodness. So let me know below which one of the three you thought was the best. This was my personal favorite because any map that you can get a flying fortress on is just so cool to see. And usually they're pretty simple away from keyboard AFK strategies where you don't have to do too much work, and just putting this guy in there, we didn't have to do anything, which was so cool. But I bet a lot of you probably like the mortar strategy because it's green, it fits with this track, and it just looks cool, and it just, everything goes boom in the middle. But let me know below. And if you haven't yet, check out this video where we find out if we can beat Chimps mode with absolutely no monkeys. Is it even possible?